Hey there, my peeps, and welcome back to Get Going Fast. Yo, where we getting into this AI hobby, hopefully quickly and efficiently. And where did you might actually learn something. So we're going to go back and look at OVi today. We did a video on this just the other day, but you know what? I'm gonna start doing something a little bit different here. Um, I'm gonna start doing two videos, right? You know, like how Nelly, she got two pairs, right? Or Nikes, right? Well, we're gonna start doing two pairs of these videos. Because one, we get in really deep into the tap 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 and tap and tapping. But on the other hand, I know a lot of you guys, you want to just know about the app, and so we're gonna actually make a second. We're gonna start doing this with all our stuff here, making a second one here just to take a look at it and talk about it. Now, I've been talking a long time here, so we're going to get to the app here real quick. But before we do that, thank you for liking and subscribing. Hey guys, we hit 75,000 subscribers. That's because of you all. Thank you so much for being part of that. That's really exciting, and hopefully it's going to go up, 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 and we'll get our hands on more better tech that we can be sharing and throwing out there and doing all sorts of good stuff. We're doing it together here in the Get Going Fast community. So thank you for being part of that. All right, well, let's skip forward here real quick and let's take a look at more kind of like a deep dive, right? That's the big word these days, deep dive into what OVi is. More like a shallow dive, but you know, a midland dive. Let's go do it right now, yo. Okie dokie. So, as usual, we have it over here at our. Oh, I was at the wrong place. Have it here over at our getgoingfast.pro page. Okay. You can get all sorts of stuff. That thing I was showing up there, that was a Laura that you can actually grab. That's for our base member there. That's our easy membership. But we're going to be looking at the OVi local installer. I'm going to be telling you what my experience with it is. So let's go ahead and run a few videos that I've done with it. Okay, this is oh gosh, we got the hiccups. This is the actual app. So we'll roll through this, but here's some of the stuff that we've been making.
Get Going Fast is the coolest way to get into AI ever.
And it totally is. All right, so let's go to the next one here.
Get Going Fast is what has made my AI super strong.
Righty, and little anime. I always like to throw some anime in there, see if it can grab anime faces. Or, you know, cartoon faces, animal faces.
Get Going Fast Girl Moves Grace is magical! Truly fantastical!
All right, so there you have that, okay? As well, if we go over to the GitHub repository, which, you know, you just get there by typing OVi GitHub and then grabbing this bad mammer jammer. They've got some examples here, which we showed as well.
The boys, they are launching GPT-9. The war between AI and human.
She's disappointed.
It is the age of Ovi. I will never let that happen.
Ovi broke causality. Effects precede causes.
This love feels so real.
I know we are not AI anymore.
Sometimes I feel the world is not real.
Let's just enjoy the moment.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Now, I did not realize that you could do two-person on here. So I have a feeling what they did is they ran it through once and then ran it through twice. Makes me want to actually pause this video and see if we can do a two-person one here. I'm scrolling to, you know, let's really quickly, just for kicks and giggles here, let's copy this and let's rock on over to ChatGPT here. And let's paste this in there and say, is there anything in this about two-person speaking? And then let's just paste it in there. GPT is so fast. Oh, so there it goes. The repo explicitly supports multiple people speaking. Here's what they described. Okay, so I guess we're going to have to play with that here. So let's pause it and we'll come right back and show you what we came up with. Okay, so we paused and we went and ran it, and here's the news. it does not work the way that it's suggesting. So it does do multiple lines, which actually I'm going to talk a bit more here later. It actually helps with the flow a bit, but I don't know how they got the two-person speaking. And I'm going to bet that really what's happening is that they've got a larger model going on. So we're going to be playing here. We're going to be looking at the small model, the FP8 model, which actually works for down as low as 24 gigabytes of VRAM. So we're actually quite glad that we could get this working, but it's not perfect, but it is pretty cool. So I'll show you what we got here in our tests. I tried to get them to speak in tandem here using the S1 and the SE, and this is what we got.
Get going fast is the greatest love affair ever.
Okay, so that's not
Get
bad.
going fast is the greatest love affair ever.
Whoops. So that's not bad, but it obviously didn't split up between the two. And then I tried to do something here with Rocky and Adrian. Did not work either. Oh, shoot. Where did that video go? Hold on. Here it is.
Yo, Adrian. I love you, Rocky. Yo, Adrian. I love you, Rocky.
Okay, so obviously that didn't work out. And you notice it added a laugh track at the end of it. So, this thing is a little bit wonky when playing with it. But here's the deal. It's still a very good app. And like I said, let's go back, look at some of the good stuff we did. This is great.
Get going fast girl moves grace is magical. Truly fantastical.
So that's all good stuff. We had this other one here.
Now I'm sad and alone, but also have AI.
Breaking news, get going fast is the best way to get into the exciting hobby of AI quickly.
Before finding Get Going Fast, I was sad and alone. Now I'm sad and alone, but also have AI.
Okay, and those are great too. Now, what's kind of interesting, I want you to notice that those cut off at the end, and that is one of the shortfalls of this software. This is 5 seconds. It is nothing more than 5 seconds. You're gonna get 5 seconds of video. Look at me in the face. 5 seconds of video, yo. So, I have found that it presses the end of a sentence. Okay, so like he goes, now I'm sad alone, but I got AI, and it's kind of, he doesn't really finish it out that last second. Also, what I have discovered with this software is that if you put a ton of text in there, it'll get it, but it'll go really fast. Okay, because it's compressing it into 5 seconds. And if you don't put enough text in there, they'll talk slow to make the 5 seconds. So it is definitely a funny thing. It does good stuff though. Obviously we had some errors with the other one over there that was laugh tracking at the end of it. Which we don't, but the movement was still great. Okay. That's pretty good. So this is based on WAN 2.2. So effectively, you can have them do what you want. You could probably have them fly off with a rocket pack, or do whatever, because it's using two different models. It's using the OVi audio model and the WAN 2.2 model. Okay. Now, I do want to show you again over here really quickly, just when we're talking about the WAN 2 and all this stuff, I want to show you what I was just talking about. Where's this at here? Okay, so here's the VRAM size. So I was wrong. It's not quite as large as I was thinking, but you still have to have 80 gigabytes to run the full model. Okay, so we do squeak in with being able to use the FP8, but the point of this is just that obviously the more VRAM you have, the better video you're going to get. Now, these videos probably took about 5 minutes each. Okay, and I even dumped the quality size on this. Okay, so it starts out actually rather large, and I put these down to like 480p sort of thing. So it's actually pretty good for that size. But still, it takes about 5 minutes, 6 minutes. I would say with the 24 gigabytes of VRAM you're talking about, you're talking about 1 minute per second. Okay, maybe more. And here's one thing, the app actually will freeze your machine a little bit. So I've discovered that um, when you're actually using this thing, that it blocks your computer down. Okay, so not completely so that you can't use it, but that the mouse will actually kind of slug around a bit. Okay, obviously, oh yeah, here you can see the video width and height. I was going with 500 2 by 246 here, so keeping it small. But you're going to notice also I had that, but look at it, still put out the Superman one here with height over this. So I don't quite know exactly. Obviously, it didn't force this on there, so that might be more of a guideline than an actual forced thing, right? Because if that had been accurate, Superman would have we'd only had half this image, right? It would have been wider than tall. So OVi, okay, the installation, as we talked, is before in our other video. We're not going to really go into it, but it's not that difficult. But here's the issue: they wrote this for Windows. They wrote it for Linux. Okay, so it has to be ported. If you install directly from the OVi, it will not install correctly. Okay, because you have to you're gonna have to do some vibe coding to fix it, which we go through in our other video. There, but what you can do as well is just go to github.com gjnave and then we'll go to OVi, and I repoed it. Okay, so from here you can follow the directions on how to install it, and it also will download the fixed file, so you don't have to deal with that over there. Okay, so as we've seen here, the you put your sound in there with SE. Now I'm going to tell you, it says to do that. I haven't always had to do that, because sometimes I'll say something like this. I'll be like, a clown waves at the camera, and then I would definitely put a period, because this model does not do good with long run-on sentences. It does good with short sentence, period, short sentence. So clown waves at the camera, then I'll say, the clown says, hi there. What a great day for Get Going Fast. Okay, and that will actually work. Okay, so it says use the SE. This seems to work. Although perhaps by using the SE, I did notice that these other ones didn't cut short like the other videos did. So maybe using SE and multiple lines will actually help it to work. Oh, also you want to put in here things like, a clown waves at the camera. I found this works really good. The clown moves naturally. Okay, so by putting in that term naturally, actually works a lot better, because I've done ones where you say they move or their arm moves and they'll kind of do this. Like say you got two arms, they'll go like this. And that one arm doesn't move, okay? Or the face goes. And so by putting it naturally, it actually works fairly good. So that is a little key there. The end cup stuff, so that's where you can put in like your laugh track, or you can put in the sound of a rushing wind or whatever. I haven't had a great amount of success with that, so you can play with it. Notice it says here, do not be discouraged by bad or weird results. Check prompt format, try different seeds, config values, those SLG layers. So this is them admitting that this model does not always put out good stuff. So if you got to have patience with it. Now, what's my thoughts on this model and what it's good for? So obviously Character.AI is a chatbot company that made this. And so I'm assuming that what they're doing this for, so when you're chatting with, SpongeBob, all of a sudden you can have a picture of SpongeBob come up and he can talk to you. So I'm going to assume that what they're really going for is talking avatars. And this is actually a fairly fast application, which makes me think that they might be honing in on real time talking avatars, which would be so cool, right? Imagine if we could get our videos going so fast that they're generating this stuff in real time. And I think that's where they're going with this, because this isn't extremely painfully long. I mean, it's kind of long. I mean, 5, 6 minutes, for generation is a bit long, but it's not terrible. Okay, there's a lot worse out there. So this is actually a pretty good app. Now, do I think that you could really use this professionally? I don't know that I'm having a hard time thinking what I'm going to use this for, um, other than making quick little um, stuff. I mean, maybe if you were making an online birthday card, you could do something with this, or obviously put a bunch of them clipped together. But you're not even at a 5 second limit. You're locked into 5 seconds. That means you can't not get a 2 second video. You can't get a 3 second video, nor a 4 second video. Hey, you want to go for 6 seconds? Too bad. You're locked in at a 5 second video every time with this. So, I don't know, but it's obviously good to play with. It's good. It's fun. I've had a lot of fun with this app, and have been doing quite a lot. But again, I tend to enjoy. I didn't enjoy Taylor Swift and Ninja Turtles. I tend to enjoy uh, just testing stuff up. Give me a new toy, and then I'm done with it. Play with it for a while, and then I'm like, give me a new toy. So that's kind of how I am with this at the moment. Really, do I just close that out? Really enjoying this, but I don't know. I don't know what you're going to do with it. Okay, like I said, great app. Um, I'm excited to see where this is going to go in the future. Okay. Um, because I do think that they're on to something here. They're on to fast talking avatars. And I want to tell you the truth. How cool would it be if you could get something in real time that was doing a 5 second video? Then you could hook it up to your doorbell or something. Someone's doorbell rings and a camera comes on and the thing turns around and it talks, and talks to them, asks them who they are. Then it sends it off to Chat GPT, who then gets back some text, and then it in real time generates back to them, so they can actually have a conversation. You can have your doorbell at your door. You could be having a talking avatar speaking with you at your door. Tell them to get the hell out of here because you're busy working on AI and don't have time to open the door. Okay, so I know what you're going to be asking. Is it better than Infinite Talk? The answer is no, it's not better than Infinite Talk. Okay. So again, as we mentioned, this is a 5 second thing that is, it does good quality imaging. Okay. It looks great. It looks good. Like little 5 second thing. It's not Infinite Talk. Infinite Talk, you can do a much longer, stuff there. The lip syncing truly is incredible, and well, I don't know, incredible. It truly is very good in Infinite Talk. Hey, listen, the lip syncing's really great in here too. But if you got to put them up together, Infinite Talk's like this, and this one's like this. Okay, so this is a good app. Don't get me wrong, and you'll enjoy using it, but not going to be in the realm of quality, length, and actual functionality as your Infinite Talk. Okay. So anyway, so that's OVi. Pretty easy to use. Okay. You're gonna have to manually download it again from GJ Nave's GitHub. Again, you can always go over to ovi.getgoingfast. Get going. Oh, over here. Getgoingfast.pro, and I have it all set up for you so that you can actually just download it and install it, and it'll run. So, all right, so there you have it. Here's your OVi overview. Okay, we we kicked it around a bit, found out that the dual speaker is not working great. Hey, if you get it working, let me know how you did it. I would love to see how you did that. But we did do some cool single person stuff. The app itself is so easy to use. There's really nothing to play with. Just you can change the video and the height, but it doesn't really change a lot. You change the seed to make sure you're getting something different every time. Um, I guess you could change the steps. That could make it go faster. Okay. So play with it, see what you think. Oh, one thing I did want to point out is it has a great thing, audio negative prompts. Negative prompts are always very helpful when it comes to apps because, like, I was doing a video, that first one of the gal who's all like, I think this one here.
Get going fast is the coolest way to get into AI ever.
So she's like touching her hat. Well, she was pulling up sunglasses on that before. So in the negative prompt, I wrote sunglasses so she wouldn't do that. Maybe I should put touching hat, that kind of stuff. So negative prompts are always very helpful, but it's a very simple app. Get some cool stuff going with this. Maybe you could use it to make your own app, and it is open source. So that means that you can do what you want with it, which is what's cool about open source. Okay, I feel like this was a rambling episode, so hopefully you guys were able to hang in there and kind of figure out what we were talking about. In the meanwhile, I guess we're going to kick off for the next video here coming up in a day or so. Always new apps coming out, which is what is so cool about this hobby. And I'm glad to be on the journey with you all. So you guys stay good, and we will catch up with you on the other side. Yo!